Earth signs. So if you've joined us from the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we are now in the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because I know sometimes when you hear air and earth, it can get mixed up. If you've seen the air sign, good, great. If you are earth, I would also check where your top placements are. Fire could be very relevant for you because we've got a lot of fire energy. The full moon in Sag, we've got Leo. If you're seeing this at a later date, then the energies could be pulling you to a different element as well. I do advise you listen to all the elements because you get a collective feel and you can see which one resonates the most. And also, you can check back during the 7 to 10 days or whenever you see it or whenever you're called to it. Go to the element that you're called to as well as your top placements. Let's see what we've got for you. If you want a personalized reading, you can check my contact me in my email in the description box below. There's also my website. There's a group energy healing on the 7th and 8th. The day on the 5th is the last day because I need to prep for all the names, take them down. I just need your name. It's £25, it's $32. You pay via PayPal. I take your name down. And during the 2 days, you just go about your day normal, okay? No sex, no recreational drugs, no alcohol. And energy is done, energy healing. If you want an individualized energy healing for you, and there's different methods around that, you can contact me also on my email in the description box below or for any of my services. But it's a great way if you're financially constrained or you recently had an energy healing, whether it's with me or someone else or, you know, a form of healing, it's a good top up as well for you. Check that short out, it's there. It's called the energy healing announcement, you know, so if you want to know a bit more. Earth signs, let's see what we've got for you. I just want to take a sip of water if you don't mind. Thank you. Oh, the Astro Weekly and the energy healing guidance can become quite a long one. Let's see what we've got. I hope you're well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I hope you've checked out your individual sign readings as well. Temperance. So some patience is needed here. Some grounding. I'm not surprised. It's a Sagittarius card, okay? The Devil, Capricorn, you've come up as well. So Capricorn, definitely important reading here. Now this could be around to do with some attachments or let's go on, attachments, addictions, codependency, and 8 of Wands says there's a breakthrough here. I actually feel that you guys are coming through as in your natural energy, but I feel some of you are seeing you either quite feisty, something about it, like maybe you're irritating some people. Queen of Pentacles confirming that you are in your energy, you are grounded, you are taking care of your health and your wealth. Your energy is very much here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I think there's also a releasing needed of the people around you. I think you're triggering people. I think you're triggering people in terms of just the way you are. Not that there's anything wrong with you, but maybe you are mirroring them or their insecurities, or they are mirroring your insecurities, and there's a trigger here. There's a trigger of insecurities. And this is what's causing some kind of action or angst. We're going to get into it. And possibly attachment or sort of, you know, not limited beliefs, but an obsession, toxic thoughts around this. And what's needed is patience around the situation, the people you're dealing with, or patience with yourself. Don't lose your grounded energy around this. This could also be the breakthrough, I'm going ahead of myself, of what needs to happen next. Let's get some more cards for you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like some of you see, some people see you, and reverse it if needed, and it makes them either treat or speak to you or act or not act, but that you feel it in a certain way because they cannot see what they see in you, in themselves, and they want to. It's that mirroring effect. Release who is around you. I get something around Four of Swords. Taking a step back, tying in with the Temperance, taking a step back to really look at this situation. I feel like it's people around you that you thought were a certain way, but are actually different. And you are actually noticing this, but you're quiet about it. You're not saying anything. I feel in the past you would have been quite angry. You would have been quite attached. You would have been quite codependent on them in terms of worrying to let them go. Even though you see their true colors coming in. But right now you're just observing and having patience. And you're aware of it. You're also aware that you're different to them. Like there's something unique about you, not in a bad way, but they're finding it offended. Or you might have been offended in the past, but now you're just aware of the things. You might have been sad in the past that they see you in this way, but you're starting to see actually they've had a mask. Whale. You're a whale, right? You are the whale in the sea. If we think of the sea, if you were to ask someone what scares you in the sea or is the most dangerous, a lot of people will say sharks straight away. But in fact, the whale is the most dangerous. The whale is, ochre whale here, is the most dangerous. Yeah, it's a very intuitive, it's an old soul, it's connected to itself, it trusts itself, it's healing, and you're the whale. These people are sharks. You actually thought they might have been baby whales or dolphins. And you're seeing actually they are sharks. There's a mask about them, or there's something you're triggering in them. And someone's going to speak up about this. Some people feel offended about who you are because they can see you're a whale. And you may be sad that these people need to drop away from you or what you're actually seeing. And you need to speak up. Remember, the energies could be reversed. You need to speak up and address whatever situation this is and the people. Because the thing is, you're wise, you're the master of yourself, your inner being, you've mastered your soul. Obviously we're always learning, but in terms of you're ahead of them in terms of the ego level, if that makes sense. You're ahead of them. You've learned about being wise, you've learned about your inner being, you've seen some people who've had a mask and the effect you have on the people, and you can see that you're a master. And you know you're the whale deep down, and if you don't, you need to. And there's something about speaking up about this and addressing this situation. It's time. And if they come to speak to you about something, you are going to be addressing it. And you're going to handle it with grace and ease, just like the butterfly. The butterfly is about reinventing yourself, which I think you've done, and that's what's triggering them. Open to the rewards of change, have brilliance to share with the world, love every part of your journey, and you can just fly away. The whale and the butterfly is your energy. You know that when you confront this, you will confront it with ease and gentleness because you've grown. And if they confront you with the Eight of Wands, you know how to handle it. Like I said, it could be mirroring, okay? So it could be your own insecurities or others that are being mirrored and causing this. There's insecurities that are actually being shown, whether you're seeing it in the people that you're dealing with, the sharks, let's say, turtle, you are protected. This is really interesting, earth signs. Air didn't get this, but you might, because of the energies, you might want to check fire placements. Turtle's about going with the flow. It's about being protected by your ancestors, especially divine feminine figures. That came up in the air sign reading as well, if you want to check that out. And you're the master of finding life's flow. You just flow with the waves. You're not in the devil energy of attachment, taking action, holding on to something. The devil is also saying there's shame, there's anxiety, either in you or in the others, let's say the sharks, but you're the master and others are affecting you and they see they're less worthy, which is causing them to trigger the anxiety and shame or whatever's inside of them. When you try to deal with them on anything, even if it's in a good way, there's a trigger there. They've seen your upgrade. And don't forget, it could be roles reversed. And when you deal with others, that less worthiness or insecurity, either in them or if it's you, is being triggered. And it needs to be spoken on, it needs to be confronted, and it needs to be worked on. I think you also need to tap into your heart chakra with the whale, butterfly, and turtle card. Heart chakra, divine feminine energy with the temperance as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Death card. This could actually be to do with something about, yeah, look at that. That's the anxiety, the fears, the depression, the shame, the victimhood, that where you're feeling less worthy and you're left behind. But the discussion is going to bring the balance out. And it's saying you need to speak on it or act on it or confront it, because even if it doesn't balance it out, it will balance you out in terms of where you're feeling blocked and where you're feeling that there needs to be an expression, because it's going to help you tap into your heart chakra and flow like the whale, the butterfly and the sea turtle, and you're protected. The Death and the Two of Wands could mean it's related to a business. It could even be related to, I don't know if some of you have lived abroad with someone, or you were abroad and something ended around that job, around the marriage, around a setup. It could also be, there's a death with the devil and the death card. It could be to do with lifelong family ancestral belief systems around like imposter syndrome, around shame, around anything, you know. It's around, you know, your stability. Look at that, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles say there will still be stability. You don't have to worry about that. And don't take anything personally. It's your truth and no one else's truth here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Look at that. Focus on yourself, and there will be a balance of stability. Some of you have been fearing that because there's been the end of, like, let's say, you know, a journey in a country, a divorce, a business, a long-standing belief systems, family dynamics that have made you have these lifelong belief systems. There is a regrowth and a balance of that. You don't have to fear, and don't take anything personally. And I was told to look at the bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. Someone who is emotionally fulfilled, someone who's secure in themselves, and this is you. I don't know who you're dealing with. But yeah, it needs confronting. Let's pull you a couple of these cards. Magical alchemy. It's number 2 and 23, breaking down to a 5. The change will come in. The 6 of Pentacles. It'll balance out. Innovation, curiosity, ahead of your time, ingenuity. So don't be ingenuous about holding back, whether they confront you or you confront them. The ingenuous is also this shark mask that they have up that you've noticed. And you're ahead of your time. Magical alchemy, you're ahead of your time. So you're noticing this and you're triggering them, or they're triggering you when you're dealing with them about some insecurity and shame you have within you. It's beautiful to wrap up. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you're staying on, we now have water signs. The next portion will be water signs, so please do stay on. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing and supporting. Let me know how this resonates whenever you see it. It's good enough for the next 7-10 days, and honestly it's beyond that, to be honest with you. It's only that by then there's another theme coming up that I channel for you based on our weekly themes. But really, if you were to, I would advise you go back to some of the previous readings, tap into them, see what speaks to you, because there's always a learning, there's always a growth from these. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, bye for now, or if you're staying on, let's stay on. Take care of yourselves.